Hi everyone! It's late fall, the middle of October in my garden, and one thing that is still going strong are my greens. I've got baby kale going, I've got mustard, it's purple mustard, regular mustard, got lots of turnip greens, some spinach in the back, and then I have some older of the same, the kale, the mustards, and the turnips. And they are all doing really well. They grow well in cool weather, so I planted these maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and they are just starting to grow big enough to eat. So I'd like to share a couple recipes, because you may think, well, what do I do with these greens? But I love eating them fresh out of the garden. And one thing that I do with them is I saute them with garlic and olive oil and eat them that way. They're delicious. And another thing I love to do is make salad mix out of the greens using a mixture of all the greens. And what I'm going to do is come out and just pick a mix of the greens to make my garlic greens with. So I get some of the bigger leaves. I will pick ones that don't necessarily have holes in them, but look for like the ends of cleaner, nicer leaves. I check them for caterpillars because that's going on this time of year. So I use some of my bigger leaves for that just to make it easier. They're fine when they're sauteed. And I will do a video on that, but all you do is you boil some water and get them in there enough just to wilt them, and then I drain them well. In another pan, I heat up some oil and I will saute maybe a clove or two of garlic, depending on how many greens I have, or who I want to scare off the next day or not scare off, depends on all that. And heat the oil. I will press the garlic through my garlic press and saute it till it's just a little bit brown. And then I dump the greens in, and it doesn't take long at all. I just enough to heat them through, and then I eat them. They're delicious. And with the salad mix, I forgot one thing though. I do take those stems, the big stems, out of the middle of the greens when I make the garlicky greens. And then for the salad mix, I'll just pick the tender leaves, the littler ones. They don't have as hard of stems in them. Then I get a nice variety and I wash it really well. And then I dry it well with like paper towels, or just drain it for a really long time because I want them pretty much completely dry. And I'll mix them up and I chop them on my cutting board. And they will store in a Tupperware container for probably a good week. And then I just pull that out and I use it for salad mix. Over here, I also forgot to say, but I put my Swiss Chard in there, which is still doing pretty good this time of year, and I use that on both recipes as well. I just picked the littler. Some of it's getting pretty old, so I'll get in there and find the little tender leaves, and they're very good. So I hope that everybody tries to plant some greens in their garden in the fall, because it's a great way to keep getting fresh vegetables out of your garden, even though everything else is pretty much done. Thanks for watching.